Hey everybody, it's Don Pedro from Noble Syndicate with another DeFi tutorial. Today we'll be going over the Beethoven X Protocol. As a disclaimer, I'm not being paid in any shape or form to create this content. It's strictly for educational purposes. And please don't misconstrue anything that I say for financial advice. The intent of this video is to educate those trying to learn how to operate in the DeFi space. With that being said, let's get into it. So, Beethoven X. Beethoven X. So, what's Beethoven X? Beethoven X is an automated market maker and DEX on the Fantom and Optimism networks. What does that mean? Basically, without getting crazy technical or whatever, it's a place for users to swap their tokens and also gives them the option to deposit tokens into what are called liquidity pools in order to earn swap fees and emission fees in the Beethoven X farm token, which is called the Beets token. Looking at the main webpage, which is Beets.fi. The best way to verify things like that is to go to CoinGecko and type in the Beets token. It gives you their website right here. Another nice tool is called DeFi Llama. Yeah, DeFiLlama.com, which will also give you the official website domain for Beethoven X. Just to be on the safe side, it's best practice to look for the official, because there are potential exploits that may give you the wrong domain. But the official is Beets.fi for Fantom. So on the main webpage, you have quite a few buttons here. You got the invest button, you have a swap button, my Beets, SFTMX button. If you scroll down some, you have the invest and swap buttons again. You have featured pools on the protocol, separated by popularity, weighted pools, stable pools, which gives you basic information of that pool. So say for instance, you click on Fantom Layer, the Opera pool. Right now it's paying out a 19.12 APR, and the breakdown is 16.26% swap fees, 2.86% Beets rewards APR. It'll give you the BPT price, which is basically it's the LP token on the Beethoven protocol. Right now the BPT is worth the $1.05 a piece. The TVL of the pool is about $430,000, 24-hour volume, 141,000, and it generates about $255 in fees daily. Basic information. This one is a 50-50 pool, so it's composed of 50% wrapped Fantom, 50% Layer 0 USD coin. It gives you the total balance in the pool per token, 215.5 thousand wrapped Fantom, 214.4 approximately Layer 0 USD. Gives lifetime stats down here. It's pretty cool pool statistics, and breakdown of the pool tokens. Go back to the main page. You also have a what's new section on the right hand side, which basically is community updates, breakdown, which the Beethoven protocol calls their concerto program, which are basically just updates on the protocol. governance updates, gauge votes. It's just like a newsletter, pretty much, updates to the protocol, what's going on, which is pretty cool, pretty informative. Another thing that I greatly appreciate from the Beethoven team is the fact that they are, how can I say, educating the user is very important to them. So they have plenty of resources for those that are trying to, that are new to DeFi and, trying to learn. They have a ton of information. And this is one of the reasons why I respect the team a lot, outside of how effective they are in the programming aspect. You also, down at the bottom, have their social networks, their social media networks, their Discord page, Twitter page, their GitHub, also a link to the Medium account, another link to the Medium account. A good practice for when you're using any protocol or before using any protocol is, one, read their documentation, which would be here for Beethoven X, their docs page, which has, again, information on everything Beethoven X. Breakdowns of the pools, stable pools, how they work, metastable pools, weighted pools, boosted pools, their tokenomics. Yeah. The Beethoven docs are great. Another thing that I always do when using new protocols or investigating new protocols is join their Discord page. Join the Discord or the Telegram and see what the users are saying. You can also reach out to the devs directly, which is a great thing in my opinion. Okay, so oh shit, let's get rid of this. Okay, so how do you use Beethoven X? First thing we're going to do is connect our wallet. I personally use the Rabby wallet. It's just a much better overall experience compared to MetaMask. I may do a video on that later and link that in the description for those that want it. But right now we're going to provide some liquidity to one of the pools on Beethoven. Let's see what they have. So first thing, you'll click the invest button. A pool I like is this layered and staked Fantom Opera. It's a pretty cool pool. It's one of their weighted pools. So instead of the typical 50-50 split, this one is split 30-70, 30% LZUSDC, which is layer 0 USDC, and SFTMX, which is staked Fantom. It's currently paying out a 47.89% APR, which is broken down into about 12.5% swap fees, 3% staked Fantom APR, and 32.5% in Beets. You'll click the invest button here, and they'll give you two options: proportional investment and custom investment. Right now, proportional investment is grayed out because it appears that I don't have any staked Fantom in my wallet. So what we're going to do is get some staked Fantom. You can do that two ways. Either you can swap straight into SFTMX, or you can go to the SFTMX button here and actually stake some Fantom and receive SFTMX. Today, what I'm going to do is just do a swap. So let's see, well, we have about 30 wrapped Fantom in this wallet. So let's just we'll do 15. We'll do half of that right now, just for this video. Alright. So once you type that in, it brings up all this information. What we're going to do is approve the wrapped Fantom. Next transaction is the actual swap. So trading, oh, that's wrong. I said 15. Let's do 15. I don't know how that happened. 15. Here, view the swap. Now we're gonna make sure everything's correct, and we'll swap that. Alright, it says swap confirmed. Close this out. We'll go back to the liquidity pool. Click invest. Now proportional investment is highlighted. I prefer to do proportional investment because you don't get slippage when you add it proportionally. The price impact is 0, which is down here, as opposed to if you wanted to put in a custom amount. You can say you didn't have any layer 0 and you just want to put some staked Fantom in, or vice versa. You can do just that, but it adds price impact to the transaction. Confirm that transaction. This is approval of the USDC. Now you have to approve the staked Fantom. Once that's complete, you confirm the invest transaction, which is basically depositing the assets into the liquidity pool. All right, once that's complete, you're successfully invested into the layered and staked Fantom Opera pool. Tells you the total investment worth. It's only about $22 at this point in time, and the potential weekly yield, which is about 19 cents. So, return the pool. And that is how you deposit into the liquidity pool. So it shows right here the your liquidity that you added to the pool, or that we added to the pool. 0.001% of the whole pool. That's our stake share, and potential daily yield is saying around 2 cents a day, which is accurate in real time. And as it accumulates, if you want to claim your rewards, you click this button here and it'll enable a transaction. Now, I mean, naturally you wouldn't want to approve a transaction if the gas fee is more than, the actual reward. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's that. Another thing that's pretty cool about the Beethoven X protocol is the way that it handles governance. So unlike the typical protocols that use single-side staking with a governance token, Beethoven X actually does an 80-20 pool, which is composed of 20% wrapped Fantom and 80% Beets, known as this fresh Beets pool right here. So what the user does is they deposit the Beets and the wrapped Fantom into the fresh Beets pool, creating what's called an F Beets token for fresh Beets. All right, once the fresh Beets token is created, the user has to deposit it into what's called the My Beets smart contract. My Beets standing for maturity adjusted Beets. My Beets is powered by what's known as Reliquary. Reliquary is basically a fork of the Master Chef contract, which powers SushiSwap, enabling token rewards on a protocol. With a tweak. So Reliquary uses what's known as a maturity curve or maturity scale. So the longer a person has a position open, the more voting power and the more rewards they receive. So essentially what Reliquary does is incentivize users or users that actually participate in the protocol longer receive better rewards and also have better voting power. So why this is kind of revolutionary when it comes to governance is because most protocols typically require a user to lock up their funds or have a max lock of funds. The longer you lock your funds, the higher your reward is. But that leaves an individual with an illiquid position. So they can't sell. Once you lock your tokens there, you're unable to sell them. Well, this isn't the case with Reliquary because your tokens are never locked. You can withdraw them at any time. But the longer you have a position open or the higher your maturity level, the more rewards you get. All right, so let's go through the process of creating the My Beets FNFT. So first thing we're going to do is create the Fresh Beets token. Just here, get My Beets. We're going to, let's see, we only have 30 Beets. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get some more Beets. Swap. USD. All right, now that we have some Beets, we're going to get my Beets. It's about $15, so we have about $15 in Beets. I'm gonna approve the Beets. Create and deposit. Okay, so we created the FBeets token via the Fresh Beets liquidity pool. We deposited it into the reliquary contract, aka my Beets, maturity adjusted Beets, and now we have a FNFT or financial NFT known as a relic. Now, so what this relic does, like I said, it follows what's called a maturity curve, which is shown down here. Since we're at level 1, we just created this relic. We're at the first maturity level. You have it, which pays around 0.60% APR right now, 43% in swap fees, 0.17% Beets APR, and I have 0% voting power at this moment. The maturity boost is at 4x. So the next level will be in 6 days, 23 hours, and 55 minutes. That'll take me into the second maturity tranche, which will occur, about 7 days, a little bit less than 7 days. So why is this revolutionary when it comes to governance power, or how the protocol approaches governance? This incentivizes, from a protocol perspective, this incentivizes what's called sticky liquidity. So because users are rewarded for keeping liquidity in the reliquary contract for longer, that liquidity stays within the protocol. As a user, why this is beneficial for the user is because you're not forced into locking your tokens. At any point in time, you can withdraw your assets from the reliquary contract, but doing so will reset the maturity tranche back to 0. So the longer you hold, the more voting power you have, and the more rewards, or a higher percentage of the emissions is sent towards you. Another benefit of using the reliquary contract is the fact that since these are NFTs, they can be transferred between wallets, or even traded on secondary markets. So say for instance, relics that are older relics that are in, you know, the 11th maturity tranche should sell for premium. You know, nothing is guaranteed, but it would be worth more than the amount that the actual relic says in, you know, dollar amount, because you are factoring time into the price as well. Because in order to get the max voting power or the max APR, you have to sit in the contract for at least 11 weeks. So older relics would, you know, naturally pay a premium, or should naturally sell at a premium. So it opens up a secondary market as well, which I think is pretty awesome. It gives the user a lot more flexibility than having to lock up your tokens for, you know, 4 years or whatever the hell the case may be. Well, thank you for all those that stuck around. I hope this video was helpful. If it was to you, please like and subscribe, leave a message, you know, all that good stuff. Until next time.